Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright guys, so I know I haven't really made a video in a little while. I did a live not too many days ago, but for like the last couple of weeks, I've had just like I don't know, like earlier I was thinking about this, like why haven't I been like wanting, it's not even that I haven't wanted to record, it's like I'm not interested in anything I have to say right now is the way I feel like it's manifesting. And I was guided to share this with others because I feel like others may be feeling this way too. I find that a lot of people, this kind of happens. It's almost like I've been totally disassociated from myself, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like I'm just in a fucking fog. And I think that was an energy that was shifting because I know that the planets are shifting right now as well, and things are changing and evolving, and a lot is going on energetically. I also know myself at this point enough to know that, like, okay, like during this week, like menstrual week, it's not a week that I'm like wanting to create a bunch of content and put myself out there. Then afterwards, I start to be able to come out and put myself out there. It's a natural flow for women and men because the moon is connected to the cycle as well. So the energies are present. How you manifest into the energy is gonna be different than how I manifest into the energy. Like the week that I'm feeling like me, you may be like, yeah. I've noticed it shift for myself over the years too, but the recurring thing that I've been feeling coming up in this energy is just like feeling like where am I? Not in the sense of physically, but just like where am I inside of myself? And I think a lot of other people have been kind of struggling with that in various ways. And then when it came to like creating videos, I just didn't feel like I had anything to say. And I know I do. That's the thing too, is like I know I do because I get asked questions on the daily that's like boppity boops, or I see things on the daily that I know I could relay to people and let people know about, talk about, and share. But sometimes it gets frustrating. It's like I kind of don't want to. Like, what's the fucking point? Is how I feel sometimes, just being honest. And other times it's just like I'm not even, I like, it's just boring to me at this point. Sometimes is how it feels. I've also just been very, very like, like nothing can hold my attention right now. Nothing. It's like even I'm like checking. I'm like, how long is this? It's like 2 minutes long. I tried to listen to something earlier today. It was because I like to educate myself too, like not just like mindlessly scroll. Like I sign up for like webinars and things like that, or I listen to a podcast. But I'm like, how fucking long is this? It happened to me twice today actually. There was a thing about TikTok shops because TikTok shop has been trying to get me to go on there and do stuff, and like kind of felt like spirit was also guiding me to do it. And then I saw like a webinar, and I was like okay with it at first with the first guy, but as soon as the other guy started talking I was like I couldn't listen to it anymore. And then I tried to watch a woman later on giving a presentation, a webinar, and I turned it up to 2x speed, which I don't know if you know you can do that on a lot of things. Like if you see that little cog wheel, that little setting wheel anywhere, like on YouTube videos, on TikTok videos, it just depends on where the video is. You can usually speed it up. Like if someone's just like, it's I know I think and speak fast. I read fast. People complain a lot when I put the card readings out with the words on the screen, or just cards with the words on it. They're like, I can't read that. I'm like, I already knew. I'm sorry. I read it. Like, I'm sorry. You can pause it. But I have a tendency to be like that anyways. But lately, it's like 10 times worse. I'm like, I can't listen to this. It's too slow. And then again, just a little bit ago, there was like a little video with a girl and a guy. And as soon as it shifted from the girl to the guy, I was like, can't watch it anymore. Like, I'm super hyper not engaged with anything, is how I feel. It's like, I'm not interested. I'm not even interested in anything I have to say. Like, totally ready to click off. Like, usually when I put a video out, like if I do like a quick little reading, I'll watch it back, no problem. I can't even do that right now. Like, I have absolutely no interest in watching back, or I don't know, it's just like totally like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And I do care, but I don't care at the same time. Like, it's just not, nothing's interesting to me right now. Nothing's engaging to me right now. I don't know where the hell I am in here. I'm like uninterested by myself. I also feel like there's other things going on with that too. Like, I've been noticing things physically and just energetically around myself that I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I wouldn't do it because it's not gonna come back good on you, but that's okay. You can keep doing it. Some of you may know what I'm talking about with that too. If you don't, basically, you don't need to know. If you don't know, then you don't know. If you know, you know. Okay? So yeah, I don't know. I felt guided to share this with you guys and let you know that that's just the energy that seems to be present right now. I did the Siren Syrian seductive spell tonight, and I do feel like that helped me to feel better in a way of like just authentically putting it out there. That was another like recurring thing. Something I saw. That was another thing too. There's so many things, okay? Yesterday, someone was like, hey, someone's pretending to be you again on Instagram, which that in itself is frustrating, okay? As a creator, right, who puts their fucking time and energy and effort into creating stuff for the masses, to have some other motherfucker just come along and be like, hey, I'm pretending to be you, and then benefit off of it better than you, pisses you off. And I was like, what is the fucking point? I made a video last night because I was frustrated. I was going to let people know. But it's like, you know what? What is the point of being a good person? What is the point of doing things the right way when there's motherfuckers out there doing things the half-ass way, where they're just like, oh, the ancestor sent me. And the guy, right? It was a guy, clearly a guy. His name was like ass. He had ass in his name. And it was a picture of a man for his Instagram picture, but he's posting my content, okay? And he didn't even have a link, or I don't even know, man. But I just know he's going and he's talking to motherfuckers, pretending to be me and making money off of it. Why would they do it otherwise, okay? But anyways, I blocked them so that they can't just keep getting more shit to fucking post as me. But it's frustrating and aggravating. You know, it's frustrating and aggravating. Like, why should I keep doing good things? Why should I keep trying when there's assholes out here? But that is in the energy too. So we have Lilith coming up with some shadow stuff, and you're gonna be tested. I just saw something over there that was kind of weird. You're gonna be tested right now. Okay? There's the easy way. There's the scammer way. There's the shithole way to do things. And then there's the high road, and it may take you longer, and it may sometimes feel unfair, but the repercussion of being on the shit show road is not going to be good, okay? It's going to slap you in the ass, and it's going to come up and get you out of nowhere. So over these next couple of weeks and months, like, don't let yourself be like, I'm just going to succumb to doing this thing, like selling your soul type of energy. I would never, like, as soon as that type of thought comes into my mind about like selling your soul, I just know what that means. Like, yeah, instant gratification, but in the long run, it's not going to be worth it. I wouldn't recommend doing anything along the lines or even messing with the idea of it, because that's how bad things happen. It's not going to be worth it. But yeah, there's been a lot of that type of message coming through. One of the other messages that came through tonight during the Syrian seductive spell was basically like, let things cook, you know. Think about how, like, when you put something into the microwave versus when you put it into the stove, how it tastes is a little bit different, right? Instant gratification doesn't taste as well. When you cook it and you put the effort in, you put a little bit of time in, it tastes better, okay? So if you want things to taste better, give it a little bit of time, give it a little bit of energy. Don't go the quick, fucking, fast, nasty way. And yeah, I am going to be doing the new star rights on the channel very soon. I posted the star rights onto my Etsy shop so people can do just like one or the other, or if they want to get all four of them are on there now. But I put those onto Etsy. What I'm going to do with the Nooster rights is I'm going to do just like I did with the Muniki and the Star rights in the past, is I will teach you about that right, talk about that right, bop-a-da boop-a-da beep-a-da boop in a video, and then I will do the energetic part of it behind closed doors with a paid thing, where it's like you go over to Vimeo, not Vimeo, you go over to Etsy and download the video. That way there's an energetic exchange on it, and it's safe and it's protected. And I'm going to do that with the Reiki 2 and the Reiki Master as well for people, you know, like just have it be set up in a way where it's like, here's the teaching, if you'd like the activation, it's X amount of money, and it's behind a paywall. And that's kind of to do with these energies too, is like giving and receiving in reciprocal ways. We can't give to our own demise, like, and that's another frustrating part of what that whole thing is with like people copying me, right? They're doing better than I am. Like, I'm struggling to survive. It's been hard. You know, I started a GoFundMe for the dog so we can get the dog surgery done, because that's another $2,000 on top of the $2,000 that it takes just to barely get by, you know. So this it's just frustrating to see people come in and do absolutely nothing except for scam people and do better than you. But in the long run, they're not going to do better. They're going to end up, you know, reaping what they sow. And those of us who continuously show up and do this, even though we're not even interested in what we have to say, and we're frustrated with ourselves and we're frustrated with the world, we keep showing up and being authentic and putting ourselves out there and doing it in the right way, and not letting the darkness and the chaos and the assholism stop us, we will be met with blessings and opportunities and good things. So, alright, thank you very much. Hopefully this makes sense to somebody, and I am going to be doing a live soon for free readings, and I'm going to do a live with my egg ritual, where it's like, if you want to do an egg ritual, it'd be like a donation-based thing, just to keep the reciprocal thing going. I can't do everything for everybody all the time for free, you know, and the proceeds of the things that I do when I go live, like when I do free readings, if someone donates, that's awesome. That donation's going to go to help Honey Bunny get a surgery, you know. That's another part of things that's been coming up too lately, is like people get weird about spiritual people charging for their services, but it's like, we need to survive too. Like, we have pets, we have a home, we need to eat, we need to pay rent, we need to drive our vehicle, like, we need to do all the things that you need to do. And just because we're gifted in that way, like, that should be even more of a reason to want to, like, the value that you get from someone with a spiritual gift is way more valuable than, like, you know, the run-of-the-mill type of shit that people do that isn't like that. Like, it isn't soul evolving, it isn't healing to you. Like, we need to place more value and more understanding on that it's not crazy of me to be like, hey, I need to eat. And yeah, like, you have no problem paying this asshole who's pretending to be me. No. And I know there's so many of you who get it. You get it. I know a lot of you who follow me are healers, are light workers. You're in the game of this too. It can be, you know, it can be good. It can be great. It can be awesome. But there can also be asshole, not so good times. And it's like, and then it makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. Like, oh, what did I do wrong? No, you didn't do anything wrong. The universe isn't punishing you. You're punishing you because you don't think you're valuable enough, or you're not engaged enough into yourself, right? Like, you're not valuing what you have to offer as much, and you're giving too much of yourself away, you know. And then there's the people on the opposite side of that who want to just take, and then wonder why they're not receiving, because you're not giving anything, you know. So we need to be more balanced. If we want to have good things in our life, we need to place value on ourselves first and foremost, and we need to be mindful of what we're giving in place of what we're receiving, whether or not that's with a physical human being or with spirit. It's very important. Okay, so thank you very much. I will see you guys again soon. Namaste.